Welcome back to the B&B Spoilers channel. Today, we will dive deep into the emotional whirlwinds and dramatic turns unfolding on The Bold and the Beautiful for the upcoming episode on Monday, May 5th. Prepare yourselves for a roller coaster of heartbreak, longing, and pivotal choices as our beloved characters navigate the choppy waters of love and loss. From Steffy Forrester's inner turmoil to Hope Logan's life-altering crossroads, and a potential reunion sparking at Brooke's place, this episode promises to keep us glued to our screens. Let's unpack the intricate layers of each storyline with fresh insights, inventive twists, and captivating details to enrich the drama that awaits. First, let's turn our attention to Steffy Forrester, who finds herself grappling with a storm of conflicting emotions. The harsh reality of possibly losing Liam Spencer forever has hit her like a tidal wave, leaving her heart heavy with sorrow. As she sits by the window of her beachside home, staring at the endless ocean, memories of laughter and promises with Liam flood her mind. Her struggle isn't just about losing a partner, it's about redefining her entire future without the man who has been her anchor through countless storms. Steffy questions whether she can ever find that same spark with someone new or if she's destined to carry this void forever. Meanwhile, Finn, her steadfast rock, stands by her side with unwavering devotion. He brews her favorite chamomile tea, offers a listening ear late into the night, and gently reminds her of the strength she possesses. Finn's patience and subtle gestures like leaving little notes of encouragement around the house show his determination to help Steffy heal, even as he battles his own quiet fears of not being enough to fill the gap Liam left behind. Their dynamic is a delicate dance of support and vulnerability, painting a poignant picture of love tested by circumstance. What surprises might emerge as Steffy processes this monumental shift? Could there be an unexpected ally or a hidden truth about Liam's situation that changes everything? Next, we delve into the gripping medical crisis surrounding Liam Spencer, a storyline that continues to throw curveballs at every turn. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers hint at shocking revelations that could upend everything we thought we knew. Perhaps a long-lost medical record surfaces, revealing a rare condition that complicates Liam's recovery, or maybe a mysterious figure from his past arrives at the hospital with vital information. The tension in the hospital corridors is palpable, with nurses whispering about experimental treatments and doctors debating risky options. Fans are on the edge of their seats, speculating if this crisis will draw Steffy and Hope closer in shared concern or drive a deeper wedge between them. Liam's fate hangs in the balance, and each new development promises to reshape the emotional landscape of those who love him most. Will this ordeal uncover hidden strengths in our characters, or will it expose fractures too deep to mend? Stay tuned as this unpredictable saga unfolds with heart-stopping intensity. Shifting gears, we find Hope Logan standing at a monumental crossroads, facing a decision that could redefine her entire future. Her heart is a battlefield of doubt and desire as she weighs Carter Walton's place in her life. Carter's future hangs in the balance, teetering on the edge of hope and heartbreak, as Hope contemplates whether to open her heart once more. At the iconic Cliff House, under the golden glow of the setting sun, Liam imparts words of wisdom that pierce straight through Hope's defenses. He speaks passionately about love's resilience, recounting moments he's witnessed Carter's unwavering devotion, like the time Carter stayed up all night designing a custom necklace just to see Hope smile. Liam's sincerity shines through as he urges Hope to at least consider giving Carter a fair shot at redemption. After all, Liam has seen the depth of Carter's feelings in every glance, every thoughtful gesture, and he genuinely wants Hope to find happiness, even if it's not with him. This selfless act from Liam adds a layer of complexity to their already intricate history, showing how love can evolve into something beyond romance. Will Hope heed Liam's advice, or will her fears of being hurt again hold her back? As the episode progresses, Hope takes a tentative step forward by agreeing to meet Carter at Brooke Logan's cozy, flower-laden estate, a setting steeped in family history and whispered secrets. The air is thick with anticipation as they sit across from each other in the softly lit living room, surrounded by framed photos of happier times. Carter, dressed in a crisp navy suit that mirrors the depth of his emotions, lets his guard down completely. He pours out his heart, reminiscing about their stolen moments at Forrester Creations and the dreams they once spun under starlit skies. His voice trembles as he confesses how every day without hope feels like a piece of him is missing, describing sleepless nights spent sketching visions of a shared tomorrow. Carter's plea is raw and unguarded. He begs Hope to admit if she still feels the same electric connection, if she can envision rebuilding their shattered dreams brick by brick. Hope, torn between past wounds and the flicker of longing in her chest, listens intently, her hands fidgeting with a bracelet Carter once gave her. This intimate exchange is a turning point. Will Hope dare to leap into the unknown with Carter, or will lingering doubts anchor her in place? Adding another layer to this tangled web, there's a possibility that Katie Logan might step into the fray with crucial updates about Daphne Rose's mysterious agenda. Picture Katie bursting into Brooke's estate with a dossier of uncovered secrets, her eyes wide with urgency as she reveals how Daphne's manipulative schemes have indirectly affected Hope and Carter's relationship. Perhaps Daphne has been spreading rumors or forging misunderstandings to keep them apart, driven by her own hidden motives tied to Forrester Creations' power struggles. Katie's revelations could serve as the final push Hope needs to see Carter in a new light, realizing that external forces, not personal failings, may have fueled their discord. This twist introduces a thrilling element of intrigue, blending corporate drama with personal stakes. Could Daphne's agenda unravel more than just Hope and Carter's storyline, perhaps affecting the entire Forrester family? The potential for betrayal and alliances adds a delicious spice to the brewing romance. Finally, as we look at the broader canvas of the bold and the beautiful, it's clear the show is meticulously crafting the next chapter for Hope and Carter. The writers seem to be setting the stage for a heartfelt reunion, with every scene building toward Carter's persistent hope and gushing declarations. Imagine Carter, in a moment of vulnerability, taking Hope's hand and promising to fight for their love against any odds, his eyes reflecting a future filled with laughter and shared mornings over coffee at their favorite cafe. Hope, moved by his earnestness, might find herself softening, picturing a life where past pains are mere stepping stones to a stronger bond. The chemistry between them crackles like a live wire, hinting at a passionate rekindling if Hope can let go of her reservations. Will this episode mark the beginning of a beautiful new era for the couple, or will unforeseen obstacles, perhaps Daphne's meddling or unresolved tension with Liam, cast shadows over their path? The journey ahead is fraught with uncertainty, but the promise of love's triumph keeps us eagerly watching. Next, we will explore the perplexing and often frustrating dynamics surrounding Taylor Hayes on The Bold and the Beautiful. As the soap opera continues to weave its intricate web of romance, betrayal, and family drama, one thing seems glaringly clear: the show might have a deep-seated disdain for Taylor, regardless of who portrays her. In this expanded exploration, we'll dive into Ridge Forrester's latest romantic flip-flop, Eric Forrester's unexpected meddling, and the baffling behaviors of key players like Brooke Logan and Taylor herself. With fresh details, inventive twists, and a deeper look into the emotional undercurrents of these characters, prepare for a thought-provoking journey through the messy relationships that define this iconic series. Let's start with the whirlwind of Ridge Forrester's love life, a saga that feels like a broken record stuck on an endless loop. Fresh off yet another split from Brooke Logan, Ridge has once again turned to Taylor, the mother of his children Steffy and Thomas, swearing his renewed devotion. Picture this: a candlelit dinner at the Forrester mansion, where Ridge gazes into Taylor's hopeful eyes, promising a future built on trust and unwavering commitment. He whispers sweet assurances, echoing Taylor's cherished phrase of being committed in every way. Yet, mere days later, the ground beneath Taylor shakes as whispers of doubt creep in. Ridge's resolve seems as fragile as a house of cards in a storm, with even his own father, Eric, openly nudging him to abandon Taylor and race back to Brooke. This isn't just a minor hiccup, it's a glaring spotlight on Ridge's inability to stand firm. How can Taylor, or any viewer for that matter, invest in a romance that feels doomed to crumble at the slightest breeze? Could there be an underlying secret, perhaps a letter or a hidden conversation that explains why Ridge's heart keeps boomeranging between these two women? Now, let's turn to Eric Forrester, the patriarch whose recent actions have left fans scratching their heads in disbelief. Once upon a time, during the era when Hunter Tylo brought Taylor to life, Eric himself pursued her not once, but twice, with a passion that spoke of genuine love. Those were the days of stolen glances across the Forrester Creations boardroom and intimate confessions over glasses of vintage wine. He claimed to be enamored, captivated by Taylor's intellect and grace. Fast forward to today, and Eric's tune has changed dramatically. He offers lukewarm praise, saying he admires Taylor, yet in the same breath, he champions Brooke to Ridge as if Taylor were nothing more than a fleeting acquaintance. Imagine Eric sitting in his opulent study, sipping coffee, casually dismissing Taylor's significance while waxing poetic about Brooke's allure, completely ignoring the deep history and family ties Taylor represents. This blatant disrespect cuts deeper than a knife, painting Eric as a meddler with little regard for Taylor's feelings or her place in the Forrester lineage. Does Eric's sudden shift stem from a hidden grudge, or is there a strategic motive perhaps tied to Forrester Creations' future behind his push to reunite Ridge and Brooke? Brooke Logan's role in this tangled mess adds yet another layer of frustration to the narrative. Her behavior, devoid of self-respect, paints a picture of a woman clinging desperately to a past that Ridge discarded with alarming speed. Picture Brooke pacing in her elegantly decorated living room, replaying Ridge's departure over and over, convincing herself that a reconciliation is just around the corner. The ink on their breakup is barely dry, rumor has it. The sheets in their shared bedroom weren't even changed before Ridge moved on to Taylor. Yet, Brooke remains fixated, fawning over an ex who seems to treat commitment as a revolving door. Her longing glances and whispered pleas for another chance make one wonder if she's lost sight of her own worth. Could there be an unseen force, maybe a meddling friend or a manipulative rival, fueling Brooke's refusal to let go? Or is this a deeper cry for validation, a need to reclaim a love that defines so much of her identity? Then there's Taylor herself, the world-renowned psychiatrist whose personal life seems to defy every ounce of her professional expertise. For someone trained to spot unhealthy patterns and guide others through emotional mazes, Taylor appears blind to the toxic cycle she's trapped in with Ridge. Envision her in her sleek home office, surrounded by psychology books and framed degrees, staring at a photo of her and Ridge from happier times, unable to apply her own advice. She fails to recognize the repetitive heartbreak, let alone take steps to break free from it. Each reunion with Ridge feels like a bandage on a wound that never heals, and her refusal to walk away or demand more from him leaves fans questioning her judgment. What if Taylor's past holds a buried trauma, perhaps a childhood abandonment, that keeps her tethered to this dysfunctional dance? Might a new character, like a wise old mentor or a former patient, step in to shake her awake to her own strength? Perhaps the most perplexing piece of this puzzle is Eric's transformation into an intrusive busybody, a far cry from the respected elder statesman we once knew. When did he decide to stick his nose into Ridge's romantic affairs with such disregard for Taylor, who is not only his former love interest but also his former daughter-in-law and the mother of 3 of his grandchildren, including the late Phoebe? Visualize Eric at a family gathering, cornering Ridge near the grand staircase, his tone conspiratorial as he pushes the Brooke agenda, oblivious to Taylor's nearby presence, her face tightening with hurt. This isn't the Eric who once cherished family unity above all. Could his meddling be a misguided attempt to relive his own past dramas, or is there a darker reason, like a promise made to Brooke in a moment of weakness? Fans can't help but wonder if Eric's behavior mirrors the way he once bristled at Ridge and Brooke's interference in his personal struggles. Remember the awkward conversations about his erectile dysfunction? Is this his way of reclaiming control, or simply a lapse in empathy for Taylor's legacy? As we piece together these fragmented relationships, a broader question looms over the bold and the beautiful: why should we root for any of these characters? Ridge lacks the emotional maturity to commit to anything, be it a partner or even a fleeting decision. His heart seems to waver with every sunrise, leaving a trail of broken promises. Brooke's desperate fixation on a man who traded her in without a backward glance strips away layers of her dignity. Taylor, despite her credentials, stumbles through the same destructive patterns, seemingly unaware of her own agency. And Eric, once a pillar of wisdom, now plays the role of an insensitive interloper, trampling over familial bonds without a second thought. Imagine a heated confrontation at the Forrester estate, where all four collide: Ridge's indecision, Brooke's pleas, Taylor's silent pain, and Eric's unsolicited opinions clashing in a storm of raw emotion. Could this be the catalyst for change, or will a new character, perhaps a long-lost Forrester relative, emerge to shake up this stagnant cycle? Next, we will unravel the escalating chaos and jaw-dropping twists in The Bold and the Beautiful as Hope Logan and Carter Walton find themselves at a pivotal moment in their tumultuous romance. The drama at Forrester Creations is hitting an all-time high, with betrayals, secret schemes, and unexpected alliances coming to light. From a manipulative plot orchestrated by Steffy Forrester and Daphne Rose to shocking confessions and emotional reconciliations, this storyline is set to shake the very foundation of everyone involved. Join us as we dive into each riveting detail with fresh perspectives, imaginative additions, and a deeper exploration of the tangled web of love and deception in Los Angeles's most iconic fashion house. Let's kick things off with the heart of the storm. Hope Logan and Carter Walton, whose relationship teeters on the brink of collapse or miraculous revival. Picture them standing in the sleek, glass-walled office at Forrester Creations, the tension between them palpable as unresolved emotions swirl like a brewing tempest. Just when it seemed their love story was doomed to fade into a bittersweet memory, a seismic revelation threatens to rewrite their entire narrative. Whispers of sabotage and hidden agendas have surfaced, promising to flip their world upside down. Could this be the spark that reignites their passion, or will it deepen the wounds already inflicted? As they navigate this labyrinth of doubt and desire, a mysterious late-night message left on Carter's desk hinting at a truth yet to be uncovered adds an extra layer of suspense. What shocking secrets are about to emerge, and how will they reshape the fragile bond between these two? Enter Katie Logan, the fierce truth-seeker whose relentless pursuit of justice is about to blow the lid off a sinister conspiracy. In a stunning turn of events, Katie stumbles upon a clandestine conversation in the dimly lit corridors of Forrester Creations, where she overhears Daphne Rose and Zend Forrester Dominguez discussing a calculated plot. Her heart races as she pieces together the chilling reality. Steffy Forrester deliberately brought Daphne to Los Angeles with a mission to seduce Carter and shatter his relationship with Hope. Imagine Katie, hidden behind a towering rack of haute couture designs, her breath catching as she absorbs the depth of this betrayal. Determined to protect Carter and expose the puppeteers, Katie gears up for a confrontation that promises to be nothing short of explosive. Katie will drag the truth out of Daphne, forcing her to admit she's been pulling strings under Steffy's command, a source close to the production reveals. Will Katie's fiery resolve be enough to dismantle this web of deceit, or will unforeseen allies of Steffy intervene to silence her? The fallout for Carter Walton, when he learns he's been a pawn in this cruel game, is set to be cataclysmic. Envision Carter in his polished office, staring at a framed photo of him and hope from happier times, when Katie bursts in with the devastating news. The realization that Daphne's charm was a meticulously crafted weapon, wielded by Steffy no less, hits him like a freight train. This betrayal stings far deeper than any misstep with hope ever could, as Daphne's manipulation wove itself into his trust, his decisions, and his heart. His fury might erupt in a heated showdown, with papers flying and voices echoing through Forrester creations as he demands answers. Could there be a hidden recording or a forgotten email that Carter uncovers, revealing even more layers to this scheme? As his world crumbles, Carter's raw emotional response will leave fans wondering if he can rebuild from such a profound breach of trust. In an astonishing twist, Liam Spencer emerges as an unlikely champion for Hope and Carter's reunion, offering a perspective that catches everyone off guard. During a poignant, rain-soaked encounter at the Cliff House, Liam sits with Hope, the ocean's roar mirroring the turmoil in their hearts. With a sincerity that cuts through their complicated past, he urges his ex-wife to let go of lingering resentment. Life's too fleeting to cling to pain, he tells her softly, his voice laced with a wisdom born from their own shared heartbreaks. He argues that Carter, despite his flaws, deserves a chance to prove his love, especially once the truth about external sabotage comes to light. This unexpected support from Liam, who has every reason to harbor bitterness, might just be the nudge Hope needs to reconsider her stance. Perhaps Liam's own recent brush with loss, maybe a close call with a friend or family member, fuels his desire to see Hope happy. Will his words plant a seed of forgiveness in Hope's heart, paving the way for reconciliation?